Yeah, so, ma'am, how'd you get here?
I got a ride.
Yeah, you did. Who'd you get a ride from? Come on back up to the podium.
I got a ride from Kaylin Miller.
Yeah. That's a
Because I
problem.
was told he was allowed to be here today.
Pardon?
I was told he was allowed to be here today. And
By
that's
who?
another way here.
Who were you told that by?
By his family.
So who the
I think that's
are you?
I'm sorry. Sorry, Your Honor.
You don't just leap up and start yelling. I don't care who you are.
Well, I was just.
Seriously?
You did say it was going to be a long day. I apologize, and here I am.
How'd you get here?
I got a ride.
Yeah, you did. Who'd you get a ride from? Come on back up to the podium.
I was told he was allowed to be here today. And
By
that's
who?
another way here.
Who were you told that by?
By his family.
This is a problem. She's violated the...
I didn't realize I was violating it.
Your Honor, there are two matters, and we would like to adjourn to look into a global resolution. There's a district court matter as well as the...
Which district court? So why are you telling me that?
We're adjourning for global resolution, Your Honor. Continue.
But I don't have that other one.
You don't.
I only have the felony.
That is correct.
So why are you telling me about it?
So, given the reason for the adjournment, we are...
No, I'll wait. This is going to be a long explanation.
Further negotiations is our reason for the request for adjournment.
I know, I see that on the form. So, all right. Chinaza.
Yes, sir.
All right. So when do you want this adjourned? So the other one is set.
Correct. And again, the January...
So, and the alleged victim, her husband, is at the Riker Road address.
That is correct, Your Honor.
So who the
I think that's...
are you?
I'm sorry. Sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, no.
You don't just leap up and start yelling. I don't care who you are.
Well, I was just.
Seriously? Guess that's taken care of. Okay, so I guess my concern is that I do have the second one coming around, and they're located initially at the same address, but now not at the same address, but her address is temporary.
Correct.
And then I'm going to Home of New Vision.
Correct. That was the
What?
next thing. She is slated to enter Home of New Vision on December the 3rd, Your Honor.
Got it.
So that's where...
And that other.
Yes. So she's already gone through the admission, and the date that they have available for her is the 3rd. So she moves in on the 3rd from... Yes.
Well, we are barely a few seconds in, and somebody already jumps up talking over the courtroom. Bro really picked the fastest way to get the judge's attention. The judge doesn't even raise his voice. He just gives that slow, unimpressed stare like, "You done, Sai?" Then the discussion shifts into bond conditions and another pending case. Something tells me this hearing is about to get way more complicated.
The hotel she's currently staying in now.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to order a GPS. I'll order it with exclusion.
If before the court does that, Your Honor, I do apologize. You did say it was going to be a long day. I apologize, and here I am.
Go ahead.
I know that the complaining witness is here today. My understanding is that there was going to be a request from us that there be a no non-consensual contact order in place. I know that the people have their own position on that. The complaining witness is her husband. They have children in common. They've been married for quite some time now. There were some issues at bay that may have led to these particular situations. Ms. Shear is working on that, hence the hospitalization, the treatment that she received there, and now her admission or self-admission into Home of New Vision. She's very...
I can stop you. I'm going to deny that request. I want to see how she's doing once you get in how she's doing, because obviously there are, I'll just call them peripheral issues.
Okay.
So before I would let that happen, it's not to punish you or anything like that. Before I allow it to happen, I want to see where she gets in terms of that process.
Okay.
Okay, fair
Okay.
enough?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't care about you, I was talking to you. Oh yeah, I wait for Mr. Janowski to care. All right, so what I am gonna do though is I am gonna order a GPS tether with the exclusion zone being the Riker Road
So I will,
location tracking. Pardon?
so, okay.
She just wanted clarification that the GPS would prevent her from being able to go to Riker Road.
Right, and also we will have location tracking because she's gonna be going into
And treatment. Sure thing.
Now, the defense starts asking for a little flexibility because treatment is involved, and honestly, it sounds reasonable at first. But wait, the judge barely lets the request finish before shutting it down. That calm expression never changes, yet you can tell his mind is already made up. GPS monitoring instead. Bro thought compassion meant fewer rules, but the real surprise hasn't even happened yet.
I have a question. Is it okay if I go a couple hours away? Because I was planning on visiting my family.
You're going to be in the Michigan though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just wanted to know, she's traveling to visit her family, but it will still be within the state of Michigan. She just wanted to know if that was okay.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine.
All right.
Okay. Hey, let's say period in the courthouse when we came together. Yeah, so, ma'am, how'd you get here?
I got a ride.
Yeah, you did. Who'd you get a ride from? Come on back up to the podium.
I got a ride from Kalen Miller.
Yeah. That's a
Because I
problem.
was told he was allowed to be here today.
Pardon?
I was told he was allowed to be here today. And
By
I had
who?
no other way here.
Who were you told that by?
By his family. I'm in contact with his aunt. Yes. I have no form of transportation.
This is a problem. She's violated the,
I didn't realize I was violating that.
let me do this. I'm gonna pass the matter briefly. I'm not gonna take her in right at this moment. Counsel, I'm gonna allow you to explain to her the conditions of her release. And she's gonna have to find what hotel are you in?
I'm in a Celine Hotel, the Hampton Inn.
Okay,
It's right down the street from my job. So I can.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So I understand that, but she's gonna have to figure out something else. So I'm gonna allow you to sit and talk with her, but somehow or another, you're gonna have to come up with a plan. If I'm not satisfied with that plan as to that, and there are people telling her things that are against her order, I'm gonna have no option but to lock her up.
Everything seems under control until the judge casually asks one tiny question. How did you get here? Wrong question for the defendant. The second she answers, the judge's eyebrows shoot up and his entire posture changes. You can almost hear the courtroom holding its breath. One innocent ride suddenly looks like a massive bond violation, and jail is officially on the table.
Give you a chance to talk to her about it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Shear, could you state your name for the record again? Shear. Your Honor, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with my client. I have explained to Ms. Shear the situation that we're in and obviously the court's concern. Ms. Shear indicated to me that when I had originally spoken with her, there was an aunt of the family who was speaking with me on her behalf. She was also on the three-way. She explained to me that this aunt is actually the aunt of her husband, who she's known for over 15 plus years and plays the role of an aunt for her as well. So the information that she had received was from this aunt. And she was under the impression that since he was to be coming to court, that him bringing her to court was not necessarily a violation. I completely understand how that looks. And the fact that it doesn't, I think for those of us who are very familiar with the criminal justice system, it makes no sense to us, but she does not have a significant history or much contact with the court system or the criminal justice system. I would like to talk about moving forward what our plan is, though.
Go ahead.
She is very apologetic to the court. There was no blatant disregard for the court's orders. She indicated that she is currently staying at the Hampton/Hilton Inn in Saline. She works at the Wendy's in Saline full time, and she says that that's the best hotel for her because she can walk right to work. She has been there. I asked her for proof. She has her room key. She said she checked in on the 19th when she was released from custody during the time of her arraignment. She has been working there as indicated as well. Her plan, she also asked the court about permission to go to Grand Rapids because her entire family lives in Grand Rapids. She has no family here in Washtenaw County or the Detroit area. So she would be going to Grand Rapids to stay with her family for the holidays. She would be there until Saturday. She's coming back and she would be going to Hampton/Hilton from that Sunday or Saturday, whenever she gets back, until Wednesday when she's able to get into Home of New Vision. She said she tried to get it to where she could go straight from Grand Rapids to Home of New Vision. They did not have any availability until the date for the 3rd. So she plans to be there. They've informed her it's a 4 to 6 week program. Her plan is to stay there the entire 6 weeks.
Defense counsel jumps into full rescue mode. I mean, she's explaining family connections, hotel stays, jobs, treatment plans, everything. Bro is basically trying to convince the judge this was one giant misunderstanding. The judge stays completely still, listening with that poker face that gives away absolutely nothing. Chuckle, the explanation sounds good, but will it actually be enough to save her?
I don't want to go into too much detail about what had happened at the time of this particular offense, but there were some significant mental health issues that were at bay. The report indicated that she had been the one calling the police because of a particular state of psychosis that she was in at that time. She has been working with CMA. She's been getting mental health treatment. They've advised her that we needed to do substance abuse treatment, which is what she's doing right now. What we're asking, I know traditionally in this situation, the court does not take lightly a violation of a bond order, and we're asking that the court allow her, she has a way to get home today. She has the Uber app pulled up on her phone. I've told her that I will show her exactly how it works. She's never done it before, but she'll be able to get the Uber to take her back to the hotel. She's supposed to work this evening at 5, and she would be working tomorrow and then hopefully leaving for Grand Rapids after work tomorrow.
And talking to people. All right. So let me ask you this, ma'am. You're a CMH consumer client, right?
Yes,
Is your husband also?
not to my knowledge.
All right. So I think the thing that I'm worried about is you kind of being, and I will indicate you should not have been or having that type of contact with him. You understand that?
I understand that now, sir.
All right. I don't see it as something that she intentionally tried to do because it certainly wouldn't have been to her benefit to do that, I don't think. I will order an exclusion zone. I'm going to order the exclusion zone, Heather. All right, that will also track you. You understand that?
Yes.
So we'll know where you are. And I think I'll just leave it at that at this point. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Give you a bit of a break, but don't let that kind of thing happen again. And the way that you deal with that, young lady, is that if somebody tells you you can do something that seems contrary to your bond, call your attorneys.
Okay.
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 And ask them what you should do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, the whole picture starts coming together. Mental health treatment, substance abuse recovery, and a plan to turn things around. The judge finally softens just a little, but don't mistake that for weakness. That serious look says, I'm giving you one chance. The warning couldn't be clearer. Mess this up again, and the next hearing could end very differently.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Anything else? You're welcome. Bond will continue with that one adjustment of the GPS.
Thank you.
Just like that, the first hearing wraps up with one huge lesson. Court orders aren't friendly suggestions. They're rules with consequences. Bro came within inches of watching this entire case go sideways over one decision. Sigh, but don't relax yet, because the very next case starts as a simple payment dispute and somehow turns into another courtroom showdown.
State your names for the record.
Sade Caillou Ashampong.
Osei Ashampong.
Afternoon, Judge. Stuart J. McAfee happened for patient.
All right. And what are we doing on this case today?
Your Honor, you had scheduled this for just a review to be brought up to date, I imagine, on what
The payment plans, yes. So how is it going?
to date they've paid.
All right. And so how much is left owing on this?
$2,660.12.
So at $500 a month, it's going to be, oh, go ahead.
And I also have like an additional 500 monthly. When we had our case in our final judgment, I believe that was.
What she's saying is we were on the case together. So when we came to court the last time, you had dismissed my garnishment. My wife's garnishment didn't go through, so hers continued. When we put the paperwork in, he made it as another case, so she's still being garnished.
Well, it's $150, so I get paid.
It's additional to the $500 that we had already agreed to. So we're trying to figure out why and if we can stop that garnishment, because we're already splitting a payment of $250 because we're on the same case for $500.
So right now he gets 500, which was the case that was judgment, and then I pay an additional 150, so a total of 650.
Okay, so hold on a second, ma'am. You pay that additional 150.
Yep.
How?
$75 is taken out of my check every 2 weeks.
Got it. Mr. Mack, you know anything about that?
Yes, Your Honor, the defendants have actually misstated the facts. There are two judges at Facebook, two judges. So they are equally liable. So Mr. Akumengapong.
Hold on, no. So how?
Because we're on the same case, sir.
Sir, I didn't ask you to state anything to me.
All right, new case, new people, but somehow the confusion level stays exactly the same. Everyone starts talking about payment plans, garnishments, and who owes what. Then both sides start telling completely different stories. The judge leans forward, looking from one side to the other like, somebody here isn't telling this right. Wait, the paperwork is about to expose everything.
So, Mr. Mack, these parties agreed they were going to pay $500 a month.
No, they did not.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it on September 1st of 2023. You were present in my court.
Yes.
Defendants to pay $500 per month. Defendants.
Okay. And so what I'm saying is the judgment against Mr. Akumengapong was ordered by you at $500 a month. At the time, there was no garnishment against Mrs. Akumengapong. That's why we sued them both individually and severally.
So hold it, when did the garnishment happen?
The garnishment happened through the Ypsilanti schools. The garnishment was.
No, when was that ordered? When did you request a garnishment?
That was ordered.
Where's Ann?
Okay, first of all, with all due respect to the court ordered me to prepare an order of garnishment concerning Mr. Akumengapong. And the order clearly stated, as of September 15, 2023, and no later than the 15th of succeeding months, defendant also upon is to tender $500 per month of funds. And then, so,
All right. No. Man, no. You can play those technicalities all you want with me, but here's the reality of it. The motion and affidavit for installment payment plans was filed in both of these defendants' names. Out of that motion for payment plan, I suspended garnishments because I would have to do that when I order the payment plan. If the order is incorrect, then I'm vacating that order.
I've got both right here.
Both what?
Separate names, separate garnishments. Right here. Right here.
Show them this. Their motion and affidavit for payment plans.
Here comes the paperwork, and suddenly nobody wants to let the judge finish talking. Bro keeps interrupting like that's somehow going to help. Bad idea. The judge immediately locks onto the documents, barely looking up, with that expression that says, "The paperwork doesn't lie." Chuckle, and the more he reads, the worse this situation starts looking for somebody.
At the top, both names. It is, in fact, once I ordered it, illegal for you to garnish either one of their checks when I've suspended it.
I'm going by what the court has ordered the garnishment. You asked me a question.
Okay. If you're saying, give me that file back. And Mr. Mack, we're going to make it right. Today. All garnishments are hereby ordered suspended. As to both defendants. Defendants, plural, shall pay $500 per month as previously ordered.
Your Honor, there's something else I'd like to bring to the court's attention. Your colleague, Judge Barr, issued an order stating that Mrs. Angamengapong would pay $150 a month. I don't know if that's correct.
Vacated. That's not what was ordered on this case. If you want to bring that up before Judge Barr and he wants to discuss it with me as to which order will hold, you can. But I will tell you in this case that these funds are coming from, it is $500 per month. As I've indicated, any garnishment that has been issued is hereby ordered by this court suspended.
OHHH, there it is. The judge finds a problem, and the entire courtroom energy changes. He starts pointing directly at the original order, making it crystal clear what should have happened all along. That calm voice somehow feels even scarier because you know he's completely certain now. Somebody's interpretation just fell apart, but the discussion still isn't over.
Counsel for the plaintiff will prepare that order and have it on my desk by Monday morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will the date of the 15th,
Are we finished?
will the date of the 15th that you had ordered and the
Date of the 15th of what? The payments? There'd be a payment 15th of each month, as it's previously ordered, but only $500.
okay, as to both of them combined. So, and I want to get this clear, and there's another.
I think I'm very clear.
Well,
These two will pay $500 per month, Mr. Mack. That's it. There'll be no other garnishments of any personal wages or anything along those lines. Those are all suspended. You will prepare an order to that effect, my desk, Monday morning.
all I'm talking about is the mailing of it because there's an issue, okay? So, these folks, they paid $14 to have some kind of expedited mailing, and they keep doing that. But I'm saying as an officer of the court, and in fairness to them,
Well, what? You now want to be fair to them?
Well,
Seriously?
well, Judge,
He set up an agreement where we could drop something off.
Well-
He told us that we could not drop it off at his office and that he designated a specific place
yes.
and someone else to give it to.
So-
So therefore and it was only once where I did certified mail for on the 15th to be
Yes.
sent to him.
Yes, and they can keep doing that. They can well keep doing that.
It costs more money to do that. The reason that we said we could drop it off on the 15th because we don't get it until the 15th.
Now they're arguing about something as simple as how to deliver the payments. I mean, imagine fighting over mailing money after everything else. The judge rubs through the details with visible frustration before giving everyone that look that says, "I've had enough." Bro, when a judge starts simplifying the process himself, you know patience has officially expired.
Wanted to drop the money orders off as soon as we get them. But he's not allowing us to do that.
Well, it isn't that, it's just about dropping it off. But, you
Well,
know,
he
Judge,
instructed us.
No, here's what we're gonna do. Your $500 per month, you need to have it in cash. Defendants to pay monthly payments on the 15th of each month into court escrow.
Okay.
So you just bring it here, the $500. I don't know what their problem with taking your money. We'll be more than happy to take your money.
Thank you.
that's fine. All this is done for their convenience, that's fine.
That's it, debate over. The judge cuts through all the back and forth with one simple solution. Pay directly through the court and stop making this harder than it needs to be. Nobody has another argument after that. Sometimes the easiest answer really is the best one. But before we leave, the judge has one last moment that lightens the mood.
I'm done, Mr. Mack. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Same to you, Judge.
Court calls case, Group 5 Management versus Roderick Smith.
Hopefully you're in a better mood now. I'm here.
You know? Yeah, okay. I am seeing Mr. Smith. I'm in a better mood. All right. I'm doing well. Where are we on this case?
And just like that, the tension disappears with a joke before the next case even begins. I mean, after everything we just watched, everybody probably needed that laugh. The lesson is simple. Ignore court orders or misunderstand paperwork, and things can spiral fast. If you love courtroom moments where one tiny decision changes everything, hit like, subscribe to Case File USA, and I'll see you in the next courtroom showdown.